Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to go through the file get time, set time, get size, get version and get shortcut commands of AutoHotkey for file manipulation. So if you're interested in this topic, please continue watching. Alright, welcome back. So let's get started. We will first start with the file get time command. Before we start, we need to understand that there are three different timestamps. There are M for modification time, C for creation time, and A for access time. Now, in order to get access to these timestamps, what you can do when you go to a folder, you can do a right click on the column and go click that, date created, and click this to get date modified. If you want to find out what the access timestamp is, you go right click on a file, go properties, and you will see the access time here. So these are the file timestamps that we are going to get, as well as folder timestamps using the file get time command. And it's a command, so we need to get the output variable into an output variable name and go a_scripter, and let me get for example this one, test script 3, test script 3.AutoHotkey, and the last parameter that I'm putting in is M. M is going to be my modified timestamp, which is this one, so July 30th of 2021. So if I output it out into a message box, then I should get 2021 July 30th and the hour, minute, seconds, like that. And if I do date created, then I will get 2021 April 4th, as you can see here, April 4th, and at this hour. And the access time, let me go right click and go properties and see what access time is. 43 minutes ago. I think that might update it whenever I go into the properties again. Maybe that's not the case. So if I go ahead and run it, then I'll get that timestamp, which is the same as this one. So 2021 August 1st in 43 minutes ago. So that should be 43 minutes ago from now. So that's how you get the timestamp of a file. And if you want to get the timestamp of a folder, for example, let me just go ahead and create a new folder here. You can still get date created and date modified of this folder. So if I change the file path to the folder and run that, then I should be getting the date modified timestamp of this folder, as you can see. Okay, and that's to get it. And to set the file timestamp, you can go file set time. Delete all of this. First parameter that you have to fill out is the timestamp, and you can put in just the year as well, so 2005 for example, and that's gonna set the time to 2005 1st of January 12 AM. And so if I go a_scripter and then say I want to set the time of this file, test script 1 .AutoHotkey of modified time, so it is this timestamp right here to 2005, and if I go ahead and run it, then you can see how the timestamp has been changed to 1st of Jan 2005 12 AM. I can change this to creation time and elaborate more on the month. So let's say October 5th and 10:24 AM. Run it, then I will see this changing when I refresh. There we go. So October 5th 2005 10:24 AM is the date created time. I can also change the access time to year 2000, February the 1st 3:21 PM. So right now, if I go into properties, when's the last time accessed? It's today, 4 minutes ago. If I go ahead and run this, I will see that having changed to year 2000 hasn't changed. Try again. And has it changed? Today, no, it hasn't changed. For some reason it's not changing. What if I do create a text file instead of this file? It may be because I have it open, so let me just go ahead and change the timestamp of this new text file. And as you can see, it's changed to 1st of February 2000 and 3:21 p.m. So I think it's because this test script 1 is open that I cannot change the access time. I think it keeps updating. So here we go, it's 1 minute ago. It keeps updating. Okay, so that's how you change the access time as well. And obviously you can change the time of the folder as well. So let me go ahead and make it look as though I have created it in the year 2000. Run it, then the date created will change when I go refresh. There we go, 1st of Jan 2012 AM. Okay, so if you want to change the timestamp of multiple files as well as folders, then let me just create a few random files in here. Text document and Excel spreadsheet, as well as a folder, and inside this subfolder I'm going to create another file, a text file. There you go. And let's say I want to change all of this, including the subfolder and the files inside the subfolder, to a timestamp that I want it to change it to. Then I can go, so this is new folder right here. So this new folder in this a_script new folder / star is the magic term you put in, and then I'll just leave it as year 2000, maybe 2010. After M, I have to put in a parameter, which I'm going to put 1 in, and that is going to make it operate on both files and folders, not just files. And then another parameter afterwards that makes it recursive, so it makes it look into subfolders and the files within the subfolders as well. So if I go ahead and run this, click into it, you can see that the date modified timestamp has been changed to 2010, as well as the subfolder, as well as the file inside the subfolder. Alright, so that's how you set the file time for modified creation and access timestamp. Next up is file get size. File get size gives you obviously the size of the file that you're looking at. And so let me tidy this up a bit, delete these, and go to desktop because I've got some sample files saved here. So ffmpeg is the file that I'm gonna use, and output bar to store the output data into the variable, and a_scripter ffmpeg.exe, and there's another parameter here which I'm not going to fill in which case it's going to give me the byte. Run it, I get a huge number, and if I go right click on this, I should be able to verify that this is 112.424.960, 112.424.960. so that is the size in bytes. If you want to not use bytes but use something else like kilobytes, for example, then you can run that and you'll get the kilobyte count, and then M for megabytes, 107 as you can see. So that's how you get the size of a file. If you want to get the size of a folder, it's slightly different, and we're using COM_object to create a scripting file, and I'm going to make that calculate the size of my script directory, which is gonna be this one. Alright, so if I go ahead and run this, it's going to calculate the total size of this folder, temporary scripts folder, in bytes, kilobytes, and megabytes and gigabytes as well. Let me just compare that with the actual result when I go to the properties, and here it is, and I will get the byte size 120.601.522, which matches the byte size here. Don't have the kilobytes data here, but megabytes I've got 115 megabytes, and this converts into this many gigabytes. So that's how you calculate the size of the folder. And lastly, I've got file get version, which gives you the version of any executable file. Normally executable files only. You can't do it on, say, for example, text files. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to output the result into output variable, and I'm going to use a_program files to look at my AutoHotkey executable AutoHotkey.exe message box output bar. So this should give me the version of AutoHotkey that I'm running on. So it's 1.1.33.4. And I can also do this for my YouTube DL, for example, a_script and YouTube DL.exe, and if I run it, then I'll get the version of the YouTube DL I've got. Sometimes these programs will not give you the version number, probably because it's not stored in the right place, or it's just not available in your program or executable file, so you get nothing. And like I said, if you have a text file, it's not going to give you any data, because text files and files that don't have different version. And lastly, I've got file get shortcut, which looks at the details of a shortcut on Windows and outputs the details into a variable like this. So I've got output target, directory, arguments, description, icon number, and run state. Right now I don't have any shortcuts, so let me go ahead and create the shortcut first using the file create shortcut command, and this will create my shortcut on my desktop. And then if I use this file get shortcut to grab all the data inside this, or the details that I put inside this shortcut, then you can get it in this manner. So I've got either multi-line message box or the details of the shortcut like that. This is it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.